Hey everyone, this video will have timestamps for when this intro bit's over, and in this intro bit I will swear because I want to keep comments on. So I hope you enjoy my thoughts and opinions on Season 8, and without further ado, enjoy the fucking video. Okay, first episode, Thomas and the Tuber. This episode was legit funny. Every time Lady Hat has a birthday, someone ends up switching rides to get there. Tuber player was just getting in the trunk of Elizabeth, the cargo bit. Instead of getting in a cab, it was just kind of funny how he was just standing there using the tuber. Yep, and Harvey's voice was funny. 6 out of 10. Percy's new whistle. So this is the episode with the giant snowball. Not as good as the last one, but it was alright. And Percy did get redemption at the end by saving Thomas. 4 out of 10. Thomas to the rescue. This is probably the worst so far. No, it was just a bit boring. Diesel shows off, then breaks down. 3 out of 10. Henry and the wishing tree. Henry is such an idiot, he actually decides to just repeat the same thing to every tree. And the shot of the passengers and the coaches was great. 5 out of 10. James gets a new coat. Not too much over this one. James is in character. The truck's voices are bizarre. Also, Emily is starting to be shown at Tidham's sheds despite her not sleeping there yet. 3 out of 10. Thomas saves the day. Not much to say. The crashes were pretty cool. The runaway wasn't great. And Thomas is just too inconfident about the bend. 3 out of 10. Percy's big mistake. This episode was alright, and from what Percy heard, it makes sense for him to think he would be scrapped, as well as all the mistakes he made were because how scared he was. 4 out of 10. Thomas, Emily and the snowplow. This is the episode where Emily has a personality change. I don't blame Thomas for not listening to her, and she's bossing him about over stupid things. 4 out of 10. Don't tell Thomas. Thomas really didn't understand the surprise was for him, and that's why they couldn't tell him. 1 out of 10. Emily's new route. I like this episode. I think the Black Lot route does not seem very safe if James is to be believed about the rock slides happening often. 5 out of 10. Thomas and the fireworks display. This episode was good, as well as the fireworks effects still look decent and haven't aged poorly. Although, what is with this episode with children? Like, they treat the children like gods in this season. Like, what the heck? 5 out of 10. Gordon takes charge. 2 minutes and 22 seconds into this episode, that you can hear in the station when they're in the station, you can hear someone yelling in the back. Like, am I the only one who hears that? It's like that look out for the train thing. But yeah, let's have a nice ending. And Edward helped Gordon. He seems to not only do that when he's up the hill then. 4 out of 10. Spick and span. This one wasn't good. And I feel like it should make a case of a dirty engine is a hard working engine. You know, not a clean engine is a good engine. Yeah, 1 out of 10. Edward the Great. Holy poop, Edward got weak. But I like that I actually don't know how to word it, but how dare they make a tortoise and the hare rip-off. 5 out of 10. Squeak, rattle and roll. Gordon straight up assumes he will not be scrapped over noises. What a terrible episode is what I would say. But because of how it was planted in his head he'd be scrapped by Diesel at the start, it kind of becomes adjustable. 5 out of 10. Thomas and the circus. Toad! It's Toad! Toad is in this episode. Yay! Good episode. But in all seriousness, I like this one. 5 out of 10. Thomas gets it right. What to say about this one? How about what even happened? Thomas just took eggs and some broke. 1 out of 10. As good as Gordon. God, Emily is just a dick to everyone and making them depressed or angry. Anyways, not that bad. 3 out of 10. Fish. Rip Bolstrow truck. And the episode wasn't that bad. Also, interesting group of characters with it being Thomas, Arthur and Salty. 5 out of 10. Emily's adventure. Again, Emily's just a bossy boiler. I mean, how could you be rude to Trevor? It's not natural. Anyways, it was kind of boring. 4 out of 10. Halloween. Best episode of the season, without a doubt. They did a great job at the spooky sets. The chase scene was great, and the ghost effect at the end was cool. 8 out of 10. You can do it, Toby. It was basically just Edward and Gordon, but with Toby, not Edward. Still an alright episode, though. 4 out of 10. James goes too far. My surprise reaction when Salty of all characters showed up. Anyways, this episode was better than the other James episode from this season. I don't think James is in the wrong for not helping Edward, but oh well. 5 out of 10. Chickens to school. The shot with the teacher in the classroom was funny, and the problem was something natural. Anyways, this episode was good. 5 out of 10. Too hot for Thomas. Why do all the engines like the children so much? It's concerning. Have they all become Trevor? But the episode was meh. It seems to be a 3-strike formula with the powder on the wrong track and etc. 2 out of 10. Percy and the magic carpet. Putting a carpet on a flatbed on a windy day without securing it down makes sense. If it is a magic carpet, then it sure does hate Percy. 5 out of 10. And those were the 26 episodes. And now I'm going to go through the top best in my opinion. I think the best episodes this season were number 1, Halloween, number 2, Thomas and the Tuba, number 3, Henry and the Wishing Tree, number 4, Thomas and the Firework Display, and number 5, Fish. And those were my thoughts on season 8. How many of these episodes did I remember watching before this video? 3. I only remembered watching 3 of them before. And with that, those are my thoughts on season 8. I hope you enjoyed the video. And yeah.